Forget the world now, we won't let them see. But there's one thing left to do. Now that the weight has lifted, love has surely shifted my way. Staying every day. If I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe, say you will. Say you will. Together could never be close enough for me to feel like I am close enough to you.
That'll be her.
You wear white and I wear out the words I love you. And you're beautiful. That the wait is over.
And who gives this woman to be married to this man? Kissing the cheek. Shake his hand. Hand her off. Be seated. Gorgeous flowers. All right, hold hands, pretend like you like each other. There you go. There you go. On behalf of Tanya and Brian, I would like to welcome you to, believe it or not, beautiful Myrtle Beach, and to thank you for participating in their wedding day. We are gathered together in the presence of this company to celebrate the marriage of Tanya Spencer and Brian Carroll. Love is the greatest thing that we can give to one another. For love is a wondrous gift. No other can take its place, but it can take the place of all the rest. When two people entrust one another with their innermost feelings, their hearts, their lives, the bond between them strengthens and surrounds them until each becomes a part of the other. This closeness cannot be measured by time, words, or circumstance. It is a wholeness of the soul, a silence and the highest form of intimacy. We are gathered here today because love gathers us, and especially because love has found Tanya and Brian and woven them together into the great web of life. We are gathered to remember and rejoice, to recount with one another that it is love, always love, that leads us to our true destination, and to celebrate that Tanya and Brian have finally arrived. As the tides ebb and flow, so too do the fortunes of life. Footprints in the sand are washed away. Driftwood moves on its endless quest for a peaceful harbor. Only a deep and abiding love can withstand the tides of change in two lives. The love of this couple is enduring and profound. We gather here to witness this love and the vows they make to each other. That's legal, just not on the lips yet, okay? Today, you join yourselves together for life as friends and lovers, husband and wife. As the surface of the sea is sometimes calm and often storm-tossed, so also is a marriage. True commitment, understanding, and patience is required by you both for a marriage that will continue for a lifetime. You, Brian, take Tanya to be your lawful wedded wife. Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and be faithful to her through sickness and adversity, as well as health and prosperity, forsaking all others, as long as the both of you shall live? Number two. There you go. You, Tanya, take Brian to be your lawful wedded husband. Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and be faithful to him through sickness and adversity, as well as health and prosperity, forsaking all others, as long as the both of you shall live? Please repeat after me. I, Brian, take you, Tanya, to be my wife, to have and to hold, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, from this day forward, until death do us part. I, Tanya, take you, Brian, to be my husband, to have and to hold, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, from this day forward, to death do us part. Tanya and Brian have elected to include the sand unity ceremony today, much like the lighting of a candle in a church. Before you met, your lives were on separate roads, each going in different directions and seemingly leading to different destinations. But somewhere along the way you met, fell in love, and today you find yourself standing together at the entrance of a new path that will forever join your once separate journeys into one. The individual bases of sand represent your separate journeys, as well as your own sets of friends and family. In a moment, I will ask you to pour your separate bases of sand into the center base. As the sand is layered and blended into the center base, your lives will be joined as one, and you will share those who are in your lives. You will forever walk hand in hand along the path of your marriage, united and strong, as husband and wife, as inseparable as these grains of sand. This time, I would ask you both to join me over at the sand table, where each of you will take your individual sand color, and when the music begins, start making your single, beautiful creation.
All the things you are to me, darling, you have set me free. I'll always give you what you need and what you deserve. All the joy and all this love, I know that it is from above. Now together there's enough to fill this world. 'Cause you are the love of my
There you go. You get the last word there, Tanya. Very good. All right, head on back there.
You are the love of my life. Now we're mine.
May I ask, is there anyone here today who holds the rings for this couple? Does anybody have rings? Do we have them? We have no rings. I'm sorry, guys. That's the... You do have them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, let me see them now. I thought you didn't have them. Absolutely. Beautiful. A circle is the symbol of the sun and the earth and the universe, a symbol of eternity with no beginning and no end. In these rings, it is a sign of unity in which your lives are now joined in one unbroken circle, in which, wherever you go, you will always return to one another and to your togetherness. Brian, please place Tanya's ring on her left finger. Repeat after me. Tanya, I give you this ring as a sign of my vow, and with all that I am and all that I have, I be wed. Now that's some salt there. And put that on Brian's left finger and repeat after me. Brian, I give you this ring as a sign of my vow, and with all that I am and all that I have, I be wed. Join hands, get real close, look each other in the eyes. Because you have promised each other your love and devotion by the virtue of the authority vested in me under the laws of the state of South Carolina, it now gives me great honor and pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. is my pleasure to be the first to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Brian and Tanya Carroll. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Get your bouquet back. Get your bouquet back. All right, guys, settle down. Mr. and Mrs. Carroll, you want to come on back down here for a second? Give your bouquet up again. Hold on to your husband, because it's time for your first dance right on the beach. Come on right back down to your heart.
Aww.
Like a storm, it cuts a path, it breaks your will, it feels like that. You think you're lost, but you're not lost on your own, you're not alone. I will stand by you. I will help you through. When you've done all you can do, you can't come. I will